It's so weird. Like on YouTube, it shows me something different. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah, that's weird. There we go. Yeah, y'all are watching. That's weird, man. What's up, Abir, Guy, Wretched, Trader, Hale, Shocky, Trader T, Emmanuel, what's up, man? You know how they do. Hey, you guys can hear me, right? Let's do a sound check. Cause like I can see the stream. There we go. Y'all can hear me, right? Okay. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Kane. Alright, so yeah, we're good. So yeah, look at HJLI. We got CAAP. It's mostly cheap stocks right now, though. We got like MBRX. We've got JAGX. Man, these headphones suck. Alright. Whoa. I gotta remove this. There we go, it's better. Alright. Alright, guys. So, yeah, what's your favorite watch today? I mean, we got like Mogo gapping up. We got like VXRT gapping up here from 790s to 840s. We've got DXF gapping up a little bit. CRBP had a good gap up, but it basically just didn't hold. MBRX, we're watching it over the whole $1. We do have the whole $1 here. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin was kind of the name of the game. And Bitcoin made a nice run, but the squeeze down afterwards was very telling. So with that said, though, we're going to watch like MARA. We're going to watch DPW. Even though they're gapping down, I think they're still worth a watch here. Am I missing anything that we don't see here? Let me look at my other scans and see what's up. See if I'm missing anything at all. Alright, so I'm seeing we got CRBP, which is falling down now, but it's sitting right at 150, so we'll watch that. CAAS is probably the best mover here. We got HEXO. We got CAP. If you like expensive stocks, look at mRNA. Yeah, that one's moving. MKGI. KXIN isn't really that bad, so we'll watch KXIN. So like I think my top, there's not that many that look really good today, but look, if I have to identify my favorite stocks, it would be here, I'll go over them in just a second. Yeah, 1 second, team. I'm just saying bye to my kids real quick. My kids are about to go to school. My bad, guys. What I was saying was that my favorite one would probably be a break of the pre-market high and then a pullback to confirmed, like a confirmed whole dollar support on good volume would probably be my favorite one right now. Another one would be open up noticeably below the VWAP, like well below the VWAP. Pull a red to green move and give the moving average crossover as it does that, like simultaneous to the red to green move, and that's a really powerful move too. But it's gonna be different with each different strategy. We got JAGX, which is honestly one of the top movers today. It's sitting at 56 cents. But honestly, it's a very slow day. WWR is really not looking that bad here. We could look up some catalysts this morning, so let's go ahead and start. We got MBRX, which is gapping up from 78 cents all the way to 110 now. And this one looks pretty strong overall. I mean, it's looking pretty strong. We're going to definitely, certainly keep an eye on this. Yeah, but for MBRX, the reason this one is up is because Moleculin said that the FDA approved 3 rare pediatric disease designations for their biodrug WP1066. So again, the company said that the FDA approved 3 rare pediatric disease designations for WP1066 for MBRX. So it's a legitimate catalyst. I think the big level that we really need to watch here is the whole dollar of 1. That's usually a pretty big psychological level, the whole dollar. If we look at the daily chart, $1 does have a little bit of confirmation here, but I just think it's a big psychological level, and I think the support and resistance levels above it here and here are just from testing it. But I think the real level is the whole dollar of 1. And so that's what we're going to watch here, is the whole dollar of 1. We can also look at, the pre-market high up here. I like watching like quarter dollars as well, but I think this high right here and then the pre-market high would, do us well. Just watching it, maybe 115 too. So I'm going to watch these 4 levels for MBRX. It has a real catalyst. It has a legitimate catalyst. And so that's important too. But really, we're watching this pre-market high up here. We're watching the whole dollar of 1. We're going to see if this stuff holds. We got JAGX, which might be a little bit cheap for what most people trade. But we can look at it. It's cheap. I don't mind trading these cheap ones sometimes as well. It just depends on what's going on here. This one had something come out yesterday that said that it's moving higher after the company announced their plans to develop and commercialize its crofelemer, whatever that is. So yeah, they put out a plan to develop, commercialize crofelemer's company's novel proprietary drug for the indication of inflammatory diarrhea. That sounds terrible. Initially in long hauler COVID-19 recovery patients. And so yeah, they had some good news that came out for COVID drugs, basically, is what this is. So we'll see what happens here. They announced their plans to develop and commercialize crofelemer. It's a commercial stage pharmaceutical company focusing on developing novel, sustainable derived gastrointestinal products. And the company's wholly owned subsidiary, Napo Pharmaceuticals Inc., focuses on developing and commercializing proprietary human gastrointestinal pharmaceuticals for the marketplace from plants used traditionally in rainforest areas. They operate into 2 business segments, namely human health and animal health. And it is ripping up today on that catalyst, so we'll watch it today. I think the big level here is just the whole dollar or the half dollar of 50 cents. I think that's important. I think we have some confirmations at like 62 here, and we can also watch the pre-market high. But I think the 50 cent half dollar level is going to be the most significant level for this one, at least for me. So we'll watch it and see what happens, but that's what I'm looking at for JAGX here. We also have like ONTX, so kind of the name of the game today is just cheap stocks. There's not a ton of, I don't see any specific news. This one might be related to the JAGX news. We also have CRBP gapping up, although this one never really held its gains. CRBP, this one's sitting at 160 now. It had a big move earlier, but I don't see any company-specific news for this one. My bad, team. Here you go. And so, yeah, here's CRBP. CRBP, am I in the way of the chart? I think I am. I'm going to shrink myself a little bit here. There we go. It's probably a little bit better. But yeah, CRBP sitting at 160s now. I think the confirmed levels are like 150, half dollar, right under us. I think that's kind of a line in the sand here for this one. It's a big level. It's a half dollar, and it's right underneath us. And I think if it breaks under 150, this thing is over with for the day. We could also look at 175 here. I think 175 looks interesting. $2, whole dollar. And then we got some confirmations up here. Just under 250s, and then we can watch the pre-market high. I think those 5 levels look the most interesting, although again I don't see any company specific news for this one right now. We do have CAAP gapping up a little bit here. We've got CRBP, which is a little bit more a little bit cheaper. Well, we have CAAS was the move, so this one's a little bit more expensive than what I usually trade, but this one was a penny stock yesterday, so it's still has a very small float of 11.4 million. So a small float stock. It's at $14, but I still might trade this one if it looks good enough. This is China Automotive Systems. Alright, so the company announced a significant increase in sales to Chinese electric vehicle companies. And so this was one that ran, had a late day comeback. And honestly, guys, this is a strategy that I have talked about so much. It really is. I'll make a video about it probably this weekend unless some people copy off of me. But one of the things that I've talked about a lot in my videos is longer term red to green moves. And so you can see this one was red most of the day. But whenever a stock breaks the pre-market high late in the day, whenever a stock opens up like this and has a weak open, has a confirmed pre-market high, and then it actually rips past that with good volume late in the day, the chances that this thing is going to gap up the next morning is huge. The chances are huge, that this thing is going to gap up the next morning. And obviously this one did. But again, the thing to watch is these late day red to green moves are really, really powerful because you have this U-shaped pattern. And the U-shaped pattern is my favorite pattern in trading. You can see it's kind of a U-shaped pattern. It's kind of my favorite pattern in trading as a whole. But yeah, this thing broke pre-market highs at like 1 something, and this thing just gapped up huge the next day. And this happens pretty consistently for CAAS. And so, we'll watch this one. It is a penny stock, basically. It's a little bit expensive now that it's high up, but we can watch it at like 1250 is a really confirmed level from pre-market. We have 1360 right here. We got the whole dollar in the pre-market high that we'll watch. It is really expensive, and so in order for me to buy this thing, we need a real A+ setup. We need a powerful move, because if not, it's just too extended for me, really. If you guys got anything else that I haven't seen, let me know. We got HEXO here, float of almost 400 million. Yeah, I don't really see much else. BlackBerry, Tony? Alright, I got you. Yeah, BlackBerry. Oh, I appreciate that. I don't know why I didn't see this one. What's the float on BlackBerry? But yeah, BlackBerry is ripping up. I appreciate you bringing attention to me. It's breaking highs. It's sitting at $8 now. Really ripping up here. So broke over the pre-market high. It's breaking over the whole dollar of 8. And a really strong move. We do have some confirmation at the 750 level as well here. So BlackBerry, guys, check this one out. It's got to be some catalyst-driven move of some sort. Honestly, I'm surprised BlackBerry's even still around, to be honest. BlackBerry joined forces to accelerate innovation with a new intelligent vehicle data platform. So AWS and BlackBerry joined forces there with a new platform. BlackBerry will help automakers create personalized driver and passenger experiences and improve operations of cloud-connected vehicles with the new BlackBerry QNX and AWS technology. As the news for BlackBerry. So we'll see. We'll watch it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, most of these are news driven. So yeah, China Education CUE or CEU looks really good. This looks like BlackBerry. Is this BlackBerry? I think it is. Why does it show me that? That's weird. Alright, my Thinkorswim is lagging. I don't know, Daniel. But it's cold, bro. It's cold, man. My platform's not frozen. Eric is just telling me things that are not stocks. So that's what it is. But yeah, TTNP, it looks like a reverse split. You know, what is it? Like a 10-for-1 reverse split or something big like that. Maybe larger than that. Yeah, it's a 1-for-30 reverse split. So I know it was something big. Alright, so yeah, CAAS, huge runner. MBRX, not the huge runner we're looking for, but we'll watch it. We can watch KXIN again. So we'll watch KXIN. It's gapping up. Not the best volume, but enough of a gap up to watch this one, I think. MBRX needs to pop. We got Gene moving a little bit too, Gene, but nothing crazy here. What else we got? I mean, I don't see anything. We can watch Cannabis stocks. Are they still up? So we got a little bit of movement on Cannabis stocks. We'll watch it, and then like crypto. We're gonna watch crypto stocks as well today, even though Bitcoin is down, it's still worth watching them because they're volatile. Yeah, CRBP, the gap up originally was strong. We can watch this one for a crossover. And that's the good thing about these that pull back a little bit. Like, we can set up our crossover studies here and wait to see if we get a moving average crossover. It's been a few days since I traded this strategy just because we haven't gotten a ton of them. We've been much actually more profitable with simple pullback strategies lately in penny stocks. And again, there just haven't been that many moving average crossovers that look good enough for me to attack, or that I wanted to attack, really. Yeah, for sure. And like MARA doesn't look bad. I mean, it's still volatile, you know. It's technically red on the day, but it's still volatile enough to watch. And then like, so my main watch is really MBRX, CRBP, and then CAAS. And I know CAAS is a little bit expensive to most of these other penny stocks, but you know, this thing had a huge day yesterday and just really powerful moves. This thing 2 days ago was at $3, and so I think you got to be very, very careful with it, though. I do think it's really extended at this point, so you got to be really, really careful. And then we maybe trade some cheap stocks, but trying to find some stuff and spot some stuff that's moving, but nothing really looks good. We got some small cheap stocks if you like those, but a little bit dull. LKCO maybe. CRBP looked good until the last hour, and then it just looked bad. But again, we'll watch this one for the crossover. See if we get it. We got ONTX as well. We could also look at like KOPN. Like KOPN, I mean, it had a nice run up to the close yesterday and then a gap up, and so we could watch that. Same thing with like APHA. APHA is a cannabis stock, but it looks like it's just going to be a scanner day today. To look at the overall market as a whole here, market is up pretty nicely today, and we can go over that news as well, just since we might trade some futures with it for the overall market. I'm going to go ahead and read the ETF preview, and this is really brought to me by Benzinga. And so if you want to check out Benzinga, there's a link in the description. It's the one that's kind of giving me these dope scanners and really basically allowing me to stream pretty close to real time. I think there's like a few seconds delay, but it's nothing like it was before. And so shout out to Benzinga. They're the ones basically letting me stream in full time like I am in real time. So I'm going to go ahead and quote this. This is from MT Newswires, and it's the ETF preview for the day. It says, quote, stock futures were back in positive territory ahead of the opening bell, with market sentiment being lifted after biotech firm Moderna, which is mRNA. We can look at mRNA here to look at kind of the broader market news. Here's mRNA. But yeah, that one is popping up. It said it will soon file for emergency authorization of its COVID vaccine in the U.S. and Europe after final trial results of the inoculation confirmed that it has a 94.1% efficacy. Pfizer and its partner BioNTech, which is BNTX, also said that they have submitted a formal application for conditional marketing authorization for their COVID vaccine candidate to regulators in Europe. Let's see BNTX here. Yeah, BNTX is making moves as well. But yeah, again, the market's moving up. It also says, though, however, gains were capped, and this is still quoting, gains were capped by the persistent rise of coronavirus cases, which has reached about 13.9 million in the U.S. with approximately 274,000 recorded deaths. Investors are also focusing on the results of Cyber Monday, which is expected to be the largest online sales day ever on record. According to Adobe analysts, sales could reach between $10.8 and $12.7 billion. In economic data news, the Purchasing Managers Manufacturing Index, PMI, will report its November results at 9:45 Eastern, which is 15 minutes after the bell. If you're trading the broader market, be careful because that might influence it, and you do want to be careful with that. Expectations are for a reading of 56.7, according to Econoday estimates, and versus the prior reading of 53.4. The Institute for Supply Management is also going to be releasing its Manufacturing Composite Index at 10 a.m. That might influence the market as well, so be careful. That's 30 minutes after the open. The consensus estimates are for a reading of 57.5 compared with the previous 59.3. Construction spending data is going to be out at the same time. It's expected to show a 0.8% increase compared with the prior month's increase of 0.3%. Wall Street is looking ahead to a speech on the Fed Reserve Jerome Powell at 10 a.m. Eastern. So that will probably influence the market more than anything. And so just to stop quoting for a second and just let you guys know, if you're trading the broader market or if you're trading futures, I usually trade futures at around 10 a.m. market time. I'm going to be very careful. I might try to listen to this release and trade that momentum. That's something I've done a lot in the past. And so that is something I might do here. But yeah, so Jerome Powell is going to be having a speech at 10 a.m. Eastern. And so we'll watch for that stuff as well. To move on, we have commodities, with crude being down 0.2%. The U.S. oil fund is down 0.5%. Natural gas is up around 0.9%. The U.S. natural gas fund is up 0.8%. Gold is up around 2%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 2%. Silver is up silver's up 4%, with the iShares Silver Trust being up over 3%. And that is end quote. That is the market news. Not the rest. That last part wasn't really quoting, but that is the market news. We'll see what happens today. Slow day in penny stocks. We got some volatility in mid and high caps, which is usually kind of how it goes here. So we're watching JAGX here in penny stocks. We're watching MBRX. Ears has recently popped up. Look at Ears. So Ears is probably the one that I like, especially the volume here is pretty solid. We're moving at around, I'm guessing, 60 to 70,000 shares per minute on average. And so Ears here is ripping up. Let's look at the catalyst for Ears. It's sitting at 150 now, roughly 150 for Ears here. This is Auris Medical, and they reported positive in vitro efficacy data for the AM301 in protecting against COVID. They also received, about 5 days ago, they received a notice of allowance for U.S. patent titled Methods for Treatment of Tinnitus Induced by Cochlear Exotoxicity. Nailed it. But yeah, that's the catalyst. Those are the two catalysts for this one recently for ears. So yeah, good efficacy data came out for this one. And so we'll watch EARS. It's sitting at 151. It has really good volume. I'm going to leave these old levels I drew up, but we're also going to watch this 170 pre-market high here, and we're also going to look at 142 right underneath 150 here. So we got a few decent levels, some short-term, some long-term here for EARS. Again, we can also see MBRX is starting to bounce back. It's sitting at 116 now, so it's pulling back to the VWAP actually here. We'll see what happens with this one. It's sitting at 115, which was a previous, support level that I've drawn before, so we'll watch that as well. And again, let me know what your favorite stocks are right now. Those are what I'm looking at. Let me know what you're looking at. SNDL. Yeah, SNDL has been a really volatile, cheap stock that I've been following lately. It's up to 92 cents. Wow, man. And this thing has quadrupled in the last month or so. I've been watching this one pretty, almost every day just to see the movement here for swing trading, to maybe get involved with some penny stock swing trading. And look at this. This thing was at 13 cents. It's over quadrupled. It's what, 5 times what it was before, from 13 cents all the way up to 92 cents. So a good move for SNDL. And I am going to watch this one today, especially considering it's right around the whole $1. I think watching it when it's around the whole $1, especially when you have this pre-market high right here at 98 cents, this is honestly a solid one for me today. I'll watch it certainly, see if we can get some pullback breakouts here for this, but it's sitting just above 93 cents right now, so we'll watch it. YCBD. Nah, not enough volume for YC&D. CCL, Carnival. Honestly, I think if I could buy a put option, I want to buy a put option on this, man. I mean, I know Carnival is a huge company, but I think considering all the negative publicity the cruise industry has gotten over the last really decade, where they had that emergency where all the toilets broke on the cruise ship, and they had everybody getting sick, and then later the last few years they had the COVID kind of quarantine on cruise ships where everybody's trapped on a sick boat basically. I just think that will have so drastically changed the sentiment behind cruise ships in general. I'll put it this way: I'm not trying to go on no cruise right now. And I think that is going to so drastically change the sentiment behind cruise in the entire cruise industry. I think this one's going to come back down. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But I like this one at $10 maybe. About 50% less than where it's sitting now. Let me know what you think about that. Pure speculation, obviously, but that's what I'm thinking. And yeah, ears is sitting at 154s now, so let's watch this thing. But yeah, ears is probably my favorite right now. It's not super expensive. It's not cheap per se, but it's not really expensive either. SPCB from yesterday. We'll watch it. I mean, a lot of these aren't OTC. None of the ones I've looked at today are OTC stocks. I mean, we can watch SPCB, but I mean, this is just kind of I mean, this is kind of the name of the game for some of these terrible companies. Like, they have big gap ups, they fail, and then they just kind of quietly go back away. You know, nobody really hears about. We'll watch it at like $1. I mean, I don't hate $1. I don't want to buy it at 1, but like, it's an interesting level to watch, I guess. Now we have ANIX, which is starting to make some pushes up a little bit early today. And we got OPES as well. CAAS still sitting there. Yeah, I was looking at VXRT earlier today too. Yeah, VXRT is dumping. I mean, it didn't really have much volume prior till today anyway. MBRX, yeah, I mean, I think the interesting spot here is the VWAP. We're right at the VWAP level. Man, these headphones suck. Yeah, ears crashing down. Look at ears. So ears breaking under 150, and I think we'll watch 150 now. I think it's worth watching now for sure. BlackBerry. Yeah, the float. What's the float on BlackBerry? All right, the float of BlackBerry is 550 million. So just a huge float. And I'm not, like, I don't mind trading larger float stocks like a lot of other people do. A lot of other people just refuse to trade large float stocks, and I get it. But I've had, honestly, historically, I haven't had bad results trading large float stocks, even under $10. So, like, I've had some okay results trading them. SNDL here. We're going to watch this one, guys. I mean, this one just tested its pre-market high. Whoa, what happened to this? Why did I do this? Weird. I'm going to go back to it. Ears. There we go. Alright, so yeah, this thing just tested. Basically, it's pre-market high a little bit. And so this one doesn't look bad. We're going to watch it at $1 here. And ears is, you know, showing up. We got a few other ones showing up here. AIH. And honestly, I'm loving these Benzinga scanners, honestly. We're going to watch JAGX too. Look at JAGX showing up on the scans for popping up over the last few minutes here. So we got a decent amount to watch. But yeah, if I had to make myself like a top watch list, I'm going to go ahead and do it now, I guess, since I don't really do it too much. But we're watching... Like, that's really about it. I'll go ahead and post this to the chat if you guys want to see it, or... Yeah, I'll just post it to the chat. It's going to be easier. I mean, so a beer floats easy, brother. I'll do a little quick lesson on float real quick. So, this is the difference, okay? And this is the influential factors of trading different float sizes, all right? So, think about it to where if a stock has... The smaller the float, the easier that stock moves. You know, the more float rotations, which can really cause some very volatile movement in stocks. If the float is rotated, it can run up and have huge potential. But if a float has a large float, think about it like this, right? If you buy 10,000 shares of a stock that has a 1 million float, that's a pretty decent percentage of the overall amount of shares available to that stock. If the float or the total amount of shares available to trade is 1 million and you buy 10,000, that's a pretty decent percentage of that million, you know? And so when you buy that 10,000, that might influence that stock a little bit and make that stock move to where if a stock has like BlackBerry here over 500 million, you know, you buying 10,000 shares is probably not going to make this thing move at all. And so that is why float is significant, is because, you know, lower float stocks have easier movement. They have larger ranges on average, and they have easier movement, to where a float that has a billion shares, it's going to be really difficult to make that thing move. It's going to, on average, have a smaller range. And so the reason people like trading low float penny stocks is because the squeezes can happen much easier, because the float's smaller, and each trade influences the stock more. And so with the small float, it's going to run easier. And especially when the float starts to get rotated, which means that like all the shares in the float are bought, and then it just kind of recycles. That causes some really big movement, and that's really why most stocks go parabolic, or a lot of them go parabolic from float rotation. And it's a really nice sign of strength on average. And so that is why the float is important. Now, again, with all that said, though, I don't mind trading larger float stocks sometimes, not always. But, sometimes when a stock runs. And so sometimes, even though it has a large float, you're still going to have some good trades and some good pattern setups, if that makes sense. So it's not all bad if it has a large float. Most people, I'm sure, would prefer smaller floats, because it means that they're going to have an easier time running. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, that's why float's important. In the end, though, I mean, I've traded large and small float stocks, penny stocks, both large float and small float penny stocks, and like I've had good patterns and good setups and good moves with both. But I do think that you're gonna have an easier time finding big runs if the float is small. So if you like penny stocks especially, look at like ZOM. It's sitting right under 17 cents, 18 cents, which, look at this quadruple top right here. This will be interesting for ZOM. I might actually buy this thing just because I love it when we have so many confirmations of a specific level. Look at this. So we'll watch 17, 18 cents really. Not a big range though, but we'll watch it regardless. CLSN, not enough volume really. If we look at the daily chart, I mean, the daily chart looks strong. Or the 4-hour chart looks strong. The daily chart does not look strong. I'm sorry. That was a 4-hour chart. That was my mistake. Yeah, the daily chart looks weak. I mean, really, when you look at these, you got to look at the likelihood that they're going to fail. And when you got a stock that spikes and fails, I mean, this thing has run up a huge amount before, but that was a while back, and we'll watch it. Although, based off of the daily chart and the volume, I don't really like it that much. Although the last 4 days might not be a bad swing trade. I'm not an investment professional. I'm not liable if you decide to take this thing and this thing just crashes on you. But last 4 days doesn't look bad, as a swing trade, not a day trade. Low volume. Even during these moves here, just too low volume for me to really want to get involved. All right, so MBRX is still battling the VWAP. It's sitting at 116. We'll watch that. We'll see what's up here for this one. I mean, listen, SNDL has been very volatile, Mario. And so just to go back to SNDL here, this is one that I've honestly been watching because it has been very volatile. It's been maintaining, honestly, like if we look at like a 4-hour chart, this thing over the last, this thing over the last 7 days has been maintaining a really nice upward trend most of the time. And it's 5 times what it was a week ago. And I've been watching this one consistently. It has pretty consistent volume and liquidity. And right now, it's sitting right under the whole dollar. So it's sitting at 91 cents basically right now. Right under a big whole dollar level. Very volatile and voluminous in pre-market. And so I'm watching it at $1. And especially this pre-market high at 98 cents. And that's why I'm watching it. It's just because it has good movement. Over the last few weeks, it's got a lot of volume and a lot of liquidity, and it makes some pretty solid runs historically. If you look at it, like some of these runs are pretty substantial, and there's money to be made there. And so I think that's probably why they're watching it. I know that's why I'm watching SNDL here. Government votes on weed tomorrow. SNDL. Is it a cannabis stock? If it is, man, I missed out. I usually know all the cannabis stocks. Let me look it up. I'll see what's up. Okay, so yeah, this is a cannabis stock. It says, yeah, it says pot stocks are up on the vote. Man, they need to go ahead and finish this, man. It's time. You know, it's time that they legalize it. I'm not going to go into a rant today. It's just, regardless of how you feel about it, like, our government should have an even standard. Like, there should be an even standard to where if they sell liquor at gas stations, cannabis, which has basically the toxicity level of coffee, you know, humans have cannabinoid receptors in our brain. Why do you think that is? Seriously, why do you think that is? You know, it's time to legalize it. Let's hope they do. I know it's certainly time. But yeah, this is a cannabis stock, and it's just up on. It's probably gonna pass. It's probably gonna pass the House vote, but it's not gonna pass after that. It's gonna get rejected after that by the conservatives for sure. I hope I'm wrong though, but I don't think I am. Yeah, it's the vote to deschedule it, Todd. It's a descheduling vote, so it'd be basically to deschedule it and make it federally legal. We'll see though. I doubt it'll pass the. I doubt it's gonna get past the Senate. I hope I'm wrong though. Alright, we might get Eric in here. What's up, Caitlin? Hey, we got 250 people here, guys. Hit that like button. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it. The cool kids, popular kids. Do it now. Everybody's doing it. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Even if you don't like me, I mean, hey, hit that dislike button. It's all engagement. It's all love here. You know, hit that like button, guys. Hey, that's right, Tiny. You know. You know. Honestly, I've heard a lot of different arguments. And again, I said it yesterday. If you seriously have an issue with cannabis being a gateway drug, then legalize it. The reason it's a gateway drug is because you have to go to an illegal drug dealer to buy it. And eventually that illegal drug dealer is going to be like, hey, yo, why don't you try this stuff now? And young, dumb teenagers are going to be like, sure, you know? And that's exactly how it happens. And again, I know this from experience. I was a young, dumb teenager at one point in my life. And, like, that's how it goes. Like, that's how it happens. And so if you genuinely care about it being a gateway drug, legalize it. You know, that's the way to do it. Let's hope they do. All right, let's get Eric. We're going to have Eric Green in here hanging out with us today. All right, guys. We got 5 minutes. Hope we got enough stuff. Like I said, what I'm really watching today, MBRX, Ears, CAAS, and that's about it. Blackberry, maybe. We're going to watch Blackberry, too. Yeah, no worries, Mario. Alright, let's get Eric in here. What's up, brother? Let me fix the volume real quick. Sorry, I got some old headphones on today, bro. And I lost my headphones. They're gone, so I can't hear you if you're talking. But we should be good to go. Let me see. Test, test. All right. If you're talking, let me know.
I cannot hear you.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
I cannot hear you.
You can't hear me? I think it's on your end because I see it on mine. I see it showing up on mine.
The Zoom call is going through your microphone.
Oh.
If you look at the mute button and you click on the arrow for select the microphone, make sure it's going through whatever you're using for your stream.
It is. So I see it. And the chat can hear me too, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's going through the blue snowball, which is my normal mic.
Huh. Well, I have your stream open and I can hear you through your stream, but I can't hear you through Zoom.
We can barely hear Eric. Yeah, he's a little bit low on my end too here. All right, there we go. We should be good. But yeah, I see it on mine. I see if you look at the microphone when I'm talking, I see the little green light up showing that I'm talking. I could try to send you another one. Here, let me try.
Let me think. What other reasons could it be?
That you can't hear me?
Actually, I do see your microphone being activated on my end too.
Yeah. That's weird. Here,
so why would I not be able to hear you even though?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's weird. We can hear him just very low. We can barely hear Eric. Yeah, that's weird. It might be. Here, let me switch this. There we go. Let me know if that works. It should be good. Here, let me try to leave. I'll leave and come back.
My audio might be better after turning it up, but I still am only hearing you through the stream.
That's weird. Let me try. I'm gonna leave and come back on the Zoom. Yeah, we're gonna leave and just come back on Zoom. We'll start another one. Alright guys, we got a minute until the open though, guys. Let's do it. Alright, so I just went ahead and alright, so hello. Yes. Alright, so yeah, we're good. I tested it just now on here, I tested it just now, and so we should be good. Alright guys, there's the opening bell. Let's do this. I'm gonna put some more scans up here, guys, so just bear with me so we don't miss the open. Hey, what's up? Hey, can you hear me? Oh, hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Weird.
Damn. No, I still can't hear you. Is there any reason why we couldn't try Discord? Or do you like only want to use Zoom?
No, we could try Discord if it'll work. Yeah, I don't mind using Discord. Here, just let me, yeah, we'll get it set up in a second. Just let me,
End the Zoom call then, and I'll call you on Discord.
Okay. Alright, guys, bear with me. We got MBRX, which is pulling a red to green move. I don't want to miss it here. Let me, Alright. Alright, here's one scan here for movers. Alright, we're watching the red to green move on MBRX. Keep an eye on that. What? Session. There we go. Alright, so watching MBRX, guys, just bear with me. Let me get this set up. All right, right now I'm seeing Fury, F-U-R-Y, guys. F-U-R-Y, making big rips, big moves. What? How does it not tell me anything that's moving? It's weird. Gainers. Whatever. Sorry guys, bear with me here. We're getting it working. Alright, here's price spikes. So this is actually a pretty useful one, I think. Let's see high breaks. We'll get session high. We'll go one more here. We'll just get regular price spikes. Alright, watching MBRX still. There we go. Alright, so here's this will be good. Alright, so we got it up, guys. My bad, team. We are struggling this morning. Alright, I'm watching MBRX. My computer's kind of lagging a little bit. Let me stop sharing Zoom and just end it. There we go. That'll probably help. Alright, I'm watching this here. We might buy like 100 shares on SNDL here if we get the rip up here. That'll probably be a little bit better. There we go. Alright. Alright, so watching this, why is my computer freezing up here? And then it just rejected that order. Alright, I'm in very late to what I really wanted to do here for MBRX, but I'm in this one with 100 shares. Let me, Alright, guys. We're watching this one as long as it holds over the VWAP. What else do we have moving? We have TEDU, we got MBRX, APHA, so Cannabis is just crashing down here. I'm also prepared to exit this. If we break under 115s, I got to get out. Yeah, I'm out of this thing. So a very small loss. I don't mind getting out here. When it gets rejected below the VWAP with a huge upwick, that's my time to get out. And maybe I'm wrong here. I don't know. This does kind of look strong. Luckily, I have the equity to keep trading it as much as I want. Alright, I'm in with 200 shares now. We're back in this one. We're going to try to let this thing work and see if it holds VWAP. And if not, just bail out of this thing for a small loss. There's 19s. And we'll get Eric's straight once we get in. Once we get out of this trade first. I might just mark it out just to be safe here, but we're watching it. Alright, there's 120s, looking good. Let's see if we get this high break here. So we're at 120s for MBRX. Big drop. Alright, we're going to let it try to bounce off the VWAP here, but that's it. Like, I don't mind this. It's a small trade. We're about break even. See if this thing bounces off the VWAP and just rips up, which is what we're looking for. I'm seeing JAGX. What did that one end up doing here? JAGX is reversing and heading all the way back up after a big drop. What was the other one? SNDL. Yeah, this one's just too weak. So we got out for 11. I tried it a few times, just didn't work. Let me try to get Eric back in here now. I'm still looking at SNDL. Yeah, look at that drop. So, whew, I avoided a big drop there. I'm happy about that. And I'm looking at SNDL here as well. We're watching this one over 92 cents. I think if this one breaks 92, it's really going to run. Computer's lagging like crazy. I gotta upgrade my computers. Look at Mara, Bitcoin, crypto, MARA. All right, let me try to get Eric in here now. Oh. What? Yeah, I got him. And honestly, realistically, these are most likely warrior trading shills. You know, and they've probably spent tons of money on warrior trading courses, and so now they hate Eric for some reason. Realistically, okay, Eric said he's gonna chill for today anyway, so we're good. Alright. Yeah. Alright, but yeah, I'm looking at MARA is ripping up here. So we're looking at it. The crossover might happen here. And so I don't hate this, because like we could look at the a few of these crossovers and they don't look bad. I'm looking at Mara here. I think it... See, I got to be careful because it's all going to be dependent on Bitcoin. And so let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 1950s. So we might break over 10K today. And if we do, then we might get some momentum to trade. Let me fix this music. Yeah, I'm looking at SNDL for sure. I'm looking at Mara too. Alright, so here goes SNDL. I might take a few hundred shares of this. Alright, we're watching this. Bear with me, guys. Alright, we are attacking Riot here. Come on, computer. Oh my gosh, man. My computer is so slow. I gotta buy another one. This thing's so annoying. What am I holding? 50 shares. Welp. There we go. Alright, so we got out of that. We caught Riot's red to green move. It happened so quick. We are up $10 on the day. Or no, we're not up 10. We're about to break even now. Alright, we're getting ready to take the small pullback dip buy down to 90 here. See if we get filled. Alright, we're filled. Alright, we got in 150 shares here. Not a bad fill. We'll use 87s, 86s as a risk. We'll maybe add some more to this one. I think if SNDL breaks 92, it's gonna have a big move up that we can target here. Let's give it the time, see if it breaks and holds. There's 91s. Yeah, let me fix the music. Dude, my computer is... I'm gonna freak out on my computer, man. This thing is broken. Alright. Alright. Alright, so we're in with 150 shares. Not a huge share size, but like big enough that we can add some, maybe get into some more trades. Over 95, which is a confirmed level. Alright, so we're really moving here. Let's get ready. Look at JAGX, JAGX. Alright, so a big down wick. Look at this candle. I don't like that. I'm gonna get my thing ready to sell. Luckily, we're still about break even, so it's not super significant, and I think we might pull back before ripping up again. But we certainly have to watch this. Riot's still moving up. Mara's still moving up. Look at Gene. I guess that was probably the good time to buy. Over 94, we're going to add a little bit more to this. Alright, we're in with 225 shares. Alright, so there's the rip. Alright, there we go. Nice squeeze. Oh my gosh, man. My computer is... Honestly, this thing's pissing me off, dude. Like, I could have taken profit right there a little bit. This thing is just frozen all the time. Alright. Alright, we'll give this time. I want to see if it breaks the whole dollar of 1. And like if it tanks too bad, we'll just unload. But luckily we got a good enough entry to where we're mostly green. Bitcoin is pushing up to 19,600. We can let it pull back to like this level here. I don't hate that, to be honest. Like, hopefully it stays over this. But luckily we've got it to a point where we're pretty close to break even. We can risk a tiny amount underneath this and just hope this thing holds over, which it looks like it might. There we go, 93s. Let's get another candle open up would be much better. Yeah, we got 5 seconds till a new candle. That'll be strong, I think, as long as it holds here. There we go. Close to break even. I think we'll try to let it pull back to the VWAP and see if it rips. Bitcoin's still moving up. Little pullback though on Bitcoin, but we're watching that. Alright, we'll let this one try to break VWAP. Or try to hold over VWAP is what I mean. Now this looks strong. We'll see if it pops back over 92. Almost there. Yeah, but I want to see if it breaks the pre-market high to see if we get a rip over 1. And so, like, I was in a good enough position to where my entry was good enough to where I could probably get out of this thing for a very small loss, if not break even if it goes against me. And I think letting it test that pre-market high and then letting it potentially break is probably the best move. I tried to sell anyways, but looking at it, I don't hate it now. The reason I tried to sell is because my computer is, for some reason, it's lagging. And I know I got a lot of stuff running on my PC right now, but my computer is lagging a little bit, or I would have taken, 100 shares off there. Yeah, I like the down wick. We could let it test. Either way, it'll be break even, small loss if it is a losing trade, that is. Yeah, it's probably it. Wretched. I mean, I'm going to be upgrading my PC anyway, Yeah, I don't like this downturn, though. I mean, we can let it build up support around VWAP and hope it holds, but the longer it does this, the least I like it. Like I said, though, luckily, I'm basically break even right now, which is fine. I just wish my computer didn't lag. I would have sold a little bit at 94. But it's alright. It's not the end of the world. Unless this thing just tanks down. Worst case scenario. Me missing that profit will be fine. Nah, Macs are overpriced. Like I said, we're going to let it test the VWAP, see if it holds there. If it holds there, it's nice, but... I don't mind letting it test this VWAP area, see if it bounces there. A lot of times you'll see like big breaks, you'll see pullbacks to the VWAP and then surges back up, so that's what I'm kind of waiting on. I might be wrong, this thing might just tank, maybe it's the wrong move, but we're at 91, so we're okay still. I'm only down like $3 on the day, so small day so far. We still got a bunch of equity too. Now this thing makes it back up. Can y'all hear the music? Can y'all even hear the music? I've got these headphones in today, but I'm looking at it. It doesn't look like y'all can hear it. Alright, so we gotta watch S&D out here. This is where I'm gonna start to get pretty close to selling it. Right here. We'll see, but like this is where I'm a little apprehensive about the trade. Like, I don't mind letting it test and try to work here, but like I obviously would love it to hold, you know. Alright, yeah, we gotta just bail out. Alright, $6 loss, small for the most part. That's the line in the sand for me, though. I'm looking at ONTX right now. That doesn't look bad for like a red to green move. Look at this one. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit. Let me know if this works. So here's a move. I don't know if I like the risk. I would have to buy like 1,000 shares of this thing. What else we got? GL or GNLN. GNLN is making some moves that don't look bad. DTEA. Looking at Bitcoin. Look at DTEA with the huge surge. Alright, I'm also trading we're gonna let this high break happen here, try to get out on the break. Alright, so we just got out. That makes us green on the day. We're up slightly, getting in this cup and handle pattern. Just to show you the cup and handle pattern here. This is how it goes. It goes cup. Here's the cup. And then you have the handle here. And so this is what I bought into. Rode the spike up. It's a cup and handle pattern. If you see it. Cup, handle, spike. Really, this is just moving on Bitcoin news, though. Here's Bitcoin. Ears team, EARS, ears. Testing pre-market high, get ready. We're gonna watch this one. Be careful at 175 though. Yeah, look at that crossover right here for ears. Really solid. PLG. I think I'm green. Let me see. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm green $1.84. I'm basically 50-50. Well, I got a second here, guys. I might pull out the futures trading. I'm still going to trade penny stocks. I still have equity in penny stocks. So don't leave me. But I am going to trade some futures right now. And if you want to check out the futures platform that I'm using, it's called Top Step. It's a good way to help support our free content. There's the pre-market high break on ears. It's at 178, 180s here. We'll look for a pullback. We got the pre-market high break. We'll look for a pullback to 175. We need another candle opening up here, but I don't mind targeting this one with like 100 shares as well. All right, we're about to get another candle opening up here. It opened up below that 175 level. Maybe I should have bought it. I talked myself out of it, guys. I talked myself out of it. I mean, I'm still kind of looking at crypto too. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Just because you got crypto moving big here. You know, you got Bitcoin sitting at 19,500, and you got Bitcoin stocks pushing up with it, and so that's where a lot of the volatility has been in the last few days. But ears is still running. Now to go back to what I said previously. If you want to check out Top Step, it's a funded account program for futures. Futures trading is basically just me trading the SPY. I buy market, I can buy the bid, I can buy the ask, sell the ask. It's nothing like options trading. It's basically the same as day trading stocks. You can buy, sell on the ask, all that good stuff. The only difference is the sizing. Like with the contract, every tick up or down is going to be $12.50 in profit or losses. For the E-mini, and I think crude is like $10 per tick up or down, but that's the only difference besides regular stock trading. And aside from the actual commodity, futures is just trading the future price of something. So when I trade the E-mini, I'm trading the SPY basically. I'm just trading this momentum, but you could also trade crude, oil, silver, all that good stuff. Now, this is what I'm looking at for futures, but they have a funded account program through Top Step, and honestly, it's the cheapest and most legit US funded account program I've seen. It's very cheap. The base package is only $120 if you go through my link, and they have packages. It's the 30K package is the base one, and you can get all the way up to over 100K in funding. And basically the way it works is if you can prove that you're profitable, if you can make $2,000 on the base package, $3,000 on the next one, so forth and so on. If you can make 2K on the smallest package, while following the rest of their rules and pass phase 2, they fund you $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader. They are regulated in the US, and they've paid out to their traders, to their profitable traders. They've paid out this year around $2 million already. So y'all go check them out. Like I said, I think it's a great option if you don't have that much money, but you're actually a good trader and you can prove you're profitable. I think that's the right time to use it. Yeah, Mike, go away, little kid, bro. Yeah, but if it makes you feel better, Eric. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard back from Eric. Like I said, I banned him. It was honestly two of the same people. It's probably the same guy that's leaving me dislikes every day. Realistically, it's probably the same person, you know, honestly. And I never understood that. Like, if people think that, like, hating on somebody else is going to make them successful, it's just kind of sad, you know? They're hating on people that are more successful than them. And, like, that's the humorous part, right? Like, you hate on people that are more successful than you. It just shows your own insecurity. It literally just means I make you insecure. Or, like, Eric makes you insecure. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it means. I never understood that. And the only people that think it doesn't mean that are usually little kids. So, like, little kids, they don't put two and two together. They don't realize that, like, hating on somebody like that just makes them look like an insecure little kid. It makes them look like they feel bad about themselves. and so they criticize other people. And like grown-ups, most grown-ups understand that. You get some dumb grown-ups that just don't get it, you know what I mean? But most grown-ups understand that, and so usually it's just little kids. So point is, don't let them get to you, you know. Mogo showing up on the scans here, and Mogo is kind of running today. Look at MOGO, guys, pulling back here. I don't hate it. What's up, Warrior Trading people? Oh, you gotta love the YouTube moderator though. So Caitlin, basically you got a few people that are just cursing you out. They're trying to get it by, but the YouTube moderator just keeps stopping them, and so I'm able to ban them before anybody sees the message. And so they're literally just creating fake account after fake account after fake account, and then the YouTube moderator's doing good. It's just saying nope, and I could just ban them before they really say anything. It's glorious, you know. I can't repeat what they're saying. It's just very vulgar. That's all I'll say. Weird. Look at this thing go, man. This is too fast. I gotta... Yeah, we're gonna get a different one in here. Yeah, right. Hey, YouTube's got your back, bro. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Look, it's just a bunch of insecure little kids in here. Like I said, the mature people realize what it is. Like, the mature people realize what it is. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been more grateful for YouTube's platform, that they just, like, I can literally, they guessed it correct. Anytime they tried to curse somebody out, they just bleeped it out. They said, hey, do you want to approve this comment? Nope, banned. You know, banned with the quickness. But going back to, you know, going back to me selling out here, you know, check out Top Step if you want to get funded as a futures trader, because they're pretty dope. Legit. Very legit. Alright, we're going to try to get another one of these movers lists up. Alright, guys. Here's a noticeably better scanner here. A noticeably better scanner. This shows all the big moving and big losing stocks under 20 bucks. There we go. MOGO still looking really strong. Bitcoin actually broke some of these levels here. Look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin actually broke a lot of these levels, and it's still creeping up here. It's at 19,655. No futures yet today, brother. Hey, yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. Y'all hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate the sub, Sar. Thank you, man. Appreciate the love. Bitcoin pushing up. Look at MARA and Riot here. Look at Riot and MARA to follow suit. I've already made some money on Riot today, but Bitcoin is pushing up. Let's see if Riot, I don't mind a little, you know, I'm going to get like a few shares here. Like what, like 30 shares? I think we're going to squeeze up here. Bitcoin's pushing up to 19,710. I think this one's lagging behind. I think Riot's going to move up to at least 875. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Riot's going to head up here. Block who? So you get to keep 80% of your profits, Jojo. So 80%. You get to keep 100% of your first withdrawal. Ah, look, they're back. Yeah. See, that's the type of stuff they were saying. That's what I'm saying. Like they're just insecure, man. Little kids. If it's not little kids and they're over the age of like, I would give them like 15. If they're over the age of 15, they should be ashamed of themselves. You know, the number one indicating thing that'll show you whether somebody's going to be a failure at life is if somebody sits there and spends time doing stuff like that. You know they got to be insecure. Anyways, there goes Riot popping up to 875s. Like I said, I think Bitcoin stocks are some of the most opportunistic stocks in the market right now. And I think the reason for that is because there's a little bit of lag in between Bitcoin's push up and the crypto stocks running up. And so we can literally watch crypto move here. We could watch Bitcoin move right here. Here's Bitcoin futures. You could watch Bitcoin move up here. Look, it's at 19,725s. It's breaking highs. And then you can watch the crypto stocks eventually follow suit and head back up with it. And so there's a lag that you can take advantage of with sympathy plays here. And look, here's 875s. Probably get up to 890. I called this move out like a minute or two ago before it happened. So crypto's still moving up. You'll see a lot of them. Nah, I'll get this trade. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and look, here goes Riot. So, I don't mean to say I told you so, but I damn sure told all of you so. I'm the greatest trader ever. You guys know. You know. Look at CAAS, guys. Look at CAAS. Look, here goes Riot. Hey, what do you know? It's moving up. What did I say? What did I say? You're welcome. You know, that's all I'm going to say. CAAS popping up here. CAAS has a U-shaped pattern. Look at CAAS. It's a big runner from yesterday. It's moving up, about to get ready to hit those highs from yesterday. If we can get over 1350 and break this pre-market high for CAAS, I think it looks really good. Ears, a lot of people talking about ears, and it is showing up on my scanner here, but it just didn't hold any of its gains. It is bouncing off the VWAP though. I'm also looking at like BTBT. BTBT is trying to break pre-market highs, or highs of the day. I'm sorry. Ooh, it's cold, man. Somebody turn the heater on. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, Michael. You can go ahead and do your thing, bro. But, like, I promise you, you're spending noticeably more time doing it than I am. It literally takes me, like, 5 seconds to ban you, bro. And honestly, I'm not that worried about it. Like, you can say whatever you want. I'm still going to be trading. Like I said, though, I promise you, it takes you noticeably longer to create fake accounts than it takes me to ban your fake accounts, brother. So, yeah. Have fun, bro. Do whatever you want, man. Like, that's cool. You know? I think it says more about you than anything else. Yeah, for sure. Correct, Penny. That's correct. Mogo? Yeah, I've been watching Mogo. Yeah, I mean, I did make money from the exact same thing I called out, NOLA. So I did make money on Riot. Did I make money on the last move? No, because I'm not going to take every move. But I'm just, what I'm really more so trying to do is show you guys how you trade sympathy from Bitcoin. And, like, that's really the way to do it. Because you can front load watching moves, and it's really profitable. And as you can see, I am up on Riot as well today. And look, how about this? Caitlin, why don't I make you a moderator, and that way you can just ban them if they talk smack to you. You want to do that? Here you go. Alright, yeah, that'll be the easiest way, I think, to fix this problem. Alright, Caitlin, you're a moderator. Just ban them. You know, if anybody says anything super negative, just ban them. I give you the green light, ma'am. No one woman should have so much power. I know, my beautiful voice is just putting you guys in a trance. I get it. I know. All right, look at XNET. It's looking strong. Ears? Yeah, ears. I'm looking at ears for sure. What's up, Kyle? SNDL? Man, honestly, I'm kind of mad at SNDL this morning. It had so much potential, and then it just didn't do anything, man. It got almost up there. It looked really strong. Everybody thought it was going to test the dollar today, and it just didn't. I'll watch this one for a later move, though. All right, so crypto pulling back, Bitcoin pulling back. Look at ONTX. If we're still looking at like really cheap stocks, like look at like ONTX. And stick around, guys. I'm still going to trade some penny stocks this morning. I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Hey, nice try. Nice work, bro. Yeah, let's trade some futures, but stick around, guys. I'm still going to trade some penny stocks if we get some moves. I think what I'm honestly waiting for right now is I'm waiting for pre-market high breaks later on. All right, so let's see what we get. Here's the futures market team. We might get started with some regular E-mini contracts. Market pulling back some. We're watching the SPY now. Make sure you guys can see. Okay, good. We're going to get in one contract here, I think. Oh, this is just the E-mini, or the micro E-mini. We're going to get in 3 contracts then, maybe 4. Started off a little bit early this morning. Honestly, I thought it was the regular E-mini, but it was the micro E-mini, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, I looked the other way and we are down. We're still alright. Alright. Okay. There we go. Let's get this move. Alright, we're about to be green. There we go. Slightly green. See if we get 75s. There's 71s. 72s. Alright, so we just sold half of our little position there. That'll protect us enough to, you know, worry about. And we'll be break even if we want. The micro mini low. Yeah. It's a little baby. Little baby E-mini. You know. Alright, we'll come back to these. Right now, we're probably going to be buying some regular ones. Alright, so we're with one contractor, the old Reggie here. Alright, we're slightly in the profit. Ooh, caught a little $25 scalpy. And then we're going to jump out of this one, too. Let's get filled. We're just going to mark it out of that bad boy. Alright, so yeah, we're up. As you can see on the bottom right here, the bottom left of this, we are up about $32.50. We'll take that. You know, we'll take that. Maybe missed out on a little bit of market movement, but hey, we're green. Green is good. We'll come back to futures later. CAAP is ripping up, guys. Look at CAAP. Oof. Big rip here. It's sitting at 460. Hey, I appreciate the sub, son. Thank you, brother. All right, so Bitcoin crashing down. Bitcoin's back down to 19,500 here. Look at CAAP though, guys. That's the big one on the scanner right now. Is CAAP. You can see it right here showing up. You as well, Kyle. All right, so we're gonna look back in futures here. But yeah, look at ears. Actually, ears and penny stocks. Look at ears. Ears is starting to test these highs here. Looks really strong. Another kind of U-shaped pattern. And a little baby cup and handle maybe. Alright, I'm in the regular market. I'm in the micro E-mini. I'm in with 4 contracts here. Hopefully we hold. If not, I'm going to have to get out because this is actually a noticeable position, to be honest. Alright, we're better. Okay. Market's back up. Let's just show you guys this real quick. 4 contracts of the micro. We got an order to sell 2 of these for profit if we get filled at the top. No fill. No fill. There's 11s, 12s. Alright, there's the fill. So we got filled quickly there. We're just going to get out of this for the rest and just make our money. A little scalp on the micro here. You can see we made a little bit there. A few bucks. We'll come back to futures. Here's ears. Yeah, I don't think he's Eric. It's pretty simple. Yeah, look how easy that was, though. That was very quick. I wonder how long it took him to make that account. Look at ears, over 2. Looking strong. Right. It's so simple. All I gotta do is click a button, man. Look at Bitcoin, guys. Watch Bitcoin. Okay, so look, Bitcoin, here's the next move. Here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's popping up here. I think Bitcoin might break like 20K. And so if it does, I'm trying to get in. We're still looking at ears, and I'm still kind of trading futures. But man, look at ears. Wow. Ears with a huge squeeze up. We'll see if Bitcoin holds, then we might actually take a pairs trade there. Yeah, let me start another song. Alright. Huge. Yeah. Yeah, we got you. I'm looking at the SPY. I might get into a few futures trades. I keep accidentally trading the E-mini, and I really want to trade the regular one. Alright, we're in also Riot. Hold on, I'm watching the regular one. I might trade some futures real quick, so just bear with me, team. Okay. We got 40 shares. We'll see if it holds over the VWAP. Like I said, I might be trading the SPY itself. I like this look on Riot, though. But I gotta watch Bitcoin to see how it responds, to be honest. Alright, so yeah, there's a little late surge up. Yeah. We're just gonna get out there. $26 win, small little scalp of about $7. Basing it, again, exactly what I just talked about. It's actually a really simple sympathy play. And I think it's one of the best ones that you can look up. So, we saw Bitcoin move up here. And we just took this sympathy right here. So you can see this surge up, Bitcoin, and we waited for Riot to do the same. Maybe missed out on a little bit of profit, but same type of thing. Made money with it. So ears pulling back a little bit now. Haven't taken any more futures trades. Thought about it, but nothing yet. Here's my P&L down here. You can see it. And really my trade history there. I don't know, Tony. Thank you, Caitlin. You can tell it takes them like 5 minutes to create those fake accounts. We're watching ears, though, and I don't mind $2. We've already made enough on Bitcoin today, though, but we're watching ears. We are effectively pretty solidly green today, though. Hey, I'm not trying to say I told you so with Bitcoin, but I damn sure told you guys so. You know. Look at CAAP. Making rips, too. Honestly, we're getting a lot of movement pretty late. Why is it so cold in here, man? Here, hold on, guys. I'll be alright. Yeah, they're probably in rage mode right now. Honestly, I'll say this, though. It kind of feels good to have people that I make feel so insecure with themselves that they just spew hate. It kind of feels good. You know? It really does. Because it's like, they feel so shaded. They feel so sour from just me being here that they spend their whole morning doing that. It honestly feels good. You know, it really does, because like people don't hate on you unless you're doing something legitimately cool, and so it feels good. It genuinely feels good. It's a little creepy, but it feels good. It feels good knowing that I make people feel some type of way. You know, feels good, man. Hey, nice, Tiny. Yeah, it's cold. I told you. See? Carol walks in here. She says, yo, it's cold in here.
We gotta do the treadmill.
Right now?
I mean, when do you think you could do it? I mean, we don't have to do it this second, but...
Yeah, hold on. Hey, Caitlin. Caitlin, you think you can hop on stream and just kind of talk to the chat? You can plug your channel and do all that stuff. I gotta help my, we're giving a treadmill to my mother-in-law, and it's a super heavy treadmill, and it's upstairs. And so we need my father-in-law's here, so he's going to help us get it. But do you think you could host the stream for like 10 minutes? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I'll be out there in like 5 minutes. Sorry, my Zoom is taking forever to load. I don't know why. Let me try it again. Alright, we should be good. Let me make sure you guys can hear him. Alright, Caitlin, I'm going to send it to you right now. Have to turn the music down a little bit. What's up, Caitlin? I'm doing good. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the haters are out today, so just ignore them, you know. I'll be back in like 10 minutes, guys. But here's Caitlin. She runs a really dope YouTube channel. Y'all go check it out. I'll post her link real quick before I head out. And y'all go sub to her what's up?
Can you guys hear me real quick?
Oh yeah, let me fix that real quick. All right, say something.
Hi, testing.
Yeah, we should be good there. I think I can see it on my end. But yeah, let us know if you can hear it real quick. But like I said, y'all do us a favor and go sub to Caitlin. She's genuinely helping the channel out today, and so y'all, show love back. Go sub to her channel. I'll find the link real quick, and there it is. And then I'll be back in 10 minutes. She talks about business, stocks, all that good stuff. Here's the link.
For sure. How are we doing on the sound? Good, better?
Low. Let me try to turn it up one more.
Low but hearable.
There we go. That should be good.
Very quiet, more volume. Alright. Let's see. How are we doing now?
2 out of 5. It probably has to do with the headphones I'm using today.
Yeah, it sounds like there's an issue with that Zoom. Yeah.
Well, it's probably I'm wearing different headphones. I lost my real headphones, so I'm wearing different ones, and so that's probably what it is. Okay, she's still low on your end. Jack up her volume, ears. It's good. Okay, this'll be. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix it, but as long as y'all can hear, it should be okay. I think.
Right.
Let me mess with this.
I won't scream.
Okay. All right. A little low, but good. All right, cool.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Thanks, Caitlin. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. So what are we watching, team? I've been dealing with the chat, the haters today. Love it. looking at ears right now. It has a steady level between that like 206 and 229 price range. So it's kind of holding consistent there. Hi from India. Hi, India. Yeah, this is the real Eric Green in the chat. They're pretending to be him. All right, we have ears making a new high of day. I really like these kind of stocks because the range is high. It has a high range. All right, I bought into ears a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm not too confident in it. It might be a little bit overextended, but we'll see what happens. What do you guys think? Right? I get all the hate. I don't know. Eric was getting some hate today, though. If you were the real Eric, you would have brought Chipotle up by now. That's funny. Yeah, Kyle. Yours is too overextended. Hoping for a pullback. I agree. Somebody in the chat mentioned BB. It has volume. It's kind of just horizontal though. Yeah, I agree, Todd. It's liking that VWAP. It's holding that resistance at the VWAP lab. Here's still ripping. Has a high of day at 269. Let's see if we can. We're waiting for a pullback here. High day, 275. Has volume 1.1 million. This is the stock we're looking at right now. Ears. Broke $3. Wow, it is not stopping. Is it halted? Nope, not yet. I think I'm gonna sell out there. Good, little $3, $4 profit, $3.73. Let's watch it though. Has a high of 308. I sold out at around 290. Looks like this is a pullback. We'll see. We'll watch it. Fake Eric Green is back. Yeah, real Eric Green saw that. Yeah, they're already banned. You know it. Insta-ban. Yep, you're right. You're right. Wow, Ears is just not stopping. We have this beautiful 1 minute pullback, but high at 320. This is the stock we're watching today. It was a slow morning, but it seems like Ears has picked up. I like the days where it's like one stock is like the catalyst of the day trading, you know? It's fun. Right? Eric says that you gotta at least copy my profile pic to be an imposter. Be careful with Ears, guys. Danielle, have fun at the store. NIO. NIO is would be a good short stock maybe, or a good pullback buy-in. Too expensive for me to day trade, but yeah.
All right, I'm back. Whew.
Hello, hello.
Man, that wheelchair, that treadmill was heavy.
I bet.
All right, so what did I miss?
Ears was ripping while you were gone.
Wow. See, I had that one up too. I actually put that one up before I left, but it went up like $1 after I left.
Yeah, made moves.
Wow.
Oh yes, and Eric made an account. Fake Eric made an account. Real Eric has joined us.
Again, he tried to create another fake one?
Yeah, he created another fake Eric.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, this is
Max said, I just had a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm looking at. It's got to be. So it's somebody that knows Carol.
Yeah, there was a John Carroll or Carol John. They'll make the name.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, Eric. I just got Eric's message. There was a fraud Eric in chat today. A fake Eric. So, it's how it happens, though. You know you've made it when you got fake yous, Eric. So,
right, exactly.
don't stress it, bro. You know.
You have fans.
Yeah. If you got a fake you running around, you know you're at the top. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, Ear's making the pullback that I've been looking for. It's just been ripping.
Yeah, I don't mind the $3 level. That one doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, I made a like $3-4 profit on Ears through that rip, but
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin is kind of sitting just under 20,000. It's at 19,600. We'll see if it makes that push today. I do think that's worth watching for sure too, but I don't know if it's going to hit today. We'll see.
I agree.
Also, we have, let me look at the SPY itself. I don't think I've had a losing day or a losing trade in futures yet. Let me take a look.
Have a good day, Yeti. Bye.
There was another one? Wow.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes, though. Like, realistically, like, I think I said it earlier. And, like, listen, like, I like warrior trading. But it's like, Eric made a video. All the video said was that he was trying to take the top spot in penny stocks from Ross. You know, it didn't say he was a better trader than Ross. It just said he was striving to be. You know, which is good. You know, I mean, look, I like warrior trading, but I'd love to be a better trader than Ross. I don't know if I will be, but it's not a bad thing to strive towards. I like, you know what I mean? I like programmers, certain programmers in the world, and I would love to be better programmers than them, and I strive to be, but that doesn't mean I am. And it's like, people just get so weird. You know, it goes back to what we talked about when it's like, they've spent so much money on courses that anytime anything even slightly critical towards any of them happens, they just spew, you know, at people. And I think that is kind of what this is about, but who knows? But it's just kind of, you know, if you're shilling so hard to where the sheer disagreement from one of the gurus bothers you so much, then, you know, you need to kind of get a reality check going on, people. You know what I mean?
100%, yeah. And there's so much room in this world for everybody
Right.
to succeed. You know, like, it's not like Ross is succeeding, so I can't. You know, it's not like that.
Right.
That's a really negative and toxic mindset.
Right. And it goes back to, I mean, listen, and to be honest, like, that's what the gurus want. Like, the gurus want you to be so loyal to them. That's why you have, like, cults and all this stuff. Like, they want you to be so loyal to them that the sheer thought of joining somebody else makes you mad. And, like, it just kind of shows, like, they're programming you. And, like, if you get mad over anybody else giving something away for free, they're doing it, they've succeeded at that, you know. Yeah, I guess the point is, don't be guru simps. You know, that's all we're saying. Don't be guru simps. Alright. Ears pulling back some now. Never held at 3. Bitcoin dropping below 19,500. Ears. Eyes. Oh, eyes is ears simp. Yeah, look at EYES, guys. It's at 117. Its own sympathy from ears ripping. Yeah, don't be OnlyFans simps either. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the OnlyFans world just, you know, I don't know. I don't know about any of that. I've never even been on that website. I've heard some stuff though about no, not Belle Delphine. It was about somebody else. It was like who's the redhead? I heard her. She like ripped a bunch of people off on there. That's the only thing I heard about. Say who?
Bella Thorne.
Yes, Bella Thorne. That was it.
Yeah.
She like ripped a bunch of people off apparently on there, and all the simps were mad about it. I guess, you know.
I don't know, cause is it like how I have no idea how it works, but I think you can like charge as much as you want, right?
Right.
I guess. So
Right.
Charge a lot, but I don't know. At this point, like everything's online.
Right, for sure. Well, even like I'm not like, to be honest, even day trading content, you know, and like I'm not saying I've done any of this, but like day trading content, for instance, like even most premium day trading content is already available out there for free somewhere on the internet. I mean, we are on the internet, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying most day trading content, like most of these $1,000 courses and DVDs, you can find them for free online right now, you know? And so I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying I do. I just know all premium content on the internet is available for free somewhere. I'm not saying you should. You know,
Right.
Don't sue me because I'm not saying you should. I'm just stating facts, you know?
Right, yeah. Like you have, I mean, I know for school especially, like you have everything on Chegg now.
Right.
You have all the answers online.
For sure.
But yeah. Do you think eyes ripping is actually from ears?
So that's what Kyle said. Let me see.
That is so funny. Like,
Eyes and ears.
I can't.
Oh, I didn't even put that two and two together. I didn't even think about it. It was eyes and ears. All right, he might have been being sarcastic. Let me see. Let me look. It might be. I don't know. Eyes is a healthcare
Right?
stock, and it doesn't have any catalyst today.
Yeah, it doesn't have any news.
Let me see. So eyes is Second Sight Medical, and ears is Oris Medical Holdings. So it's plausible that it would be sympathy.
Right? There's no nose ticker symbol.
Yeah, right. Yeah, jump in nose now. Yeah.
Right? That's funny.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about YouTube, Jimmy. I'm talking about like, if you want these $1,000 courses, you can literally type it in Google and probably find a website that's going to give you it. You know, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying, you know, that's kind of how it goes.
Right.
Oh, he said he's not trolling. So Kyle was being, yeah, you were being serious.
I mean, it ripped.
Yeah.
So.
It did, and it ripped right around when ears was ripping on sympathy, and it doesn't have a catalyst, and it's the same sector, so it's probably right. It's probably right. And it's looking strong. Eyes is pushing up to 120s now, so.
Yeah.
I was gonna trade the SPY, but the SPY just took a dive in the last 20 minutes.
I was gonna make a high of day. Let's see.
They moved together in the past. Okay, interesting.
What is ears? Is ears a healthcare stock? Yeah.
Yeah, so both of them are medical holdings of some sort, I think.
Yeah. It looks like it.
And eyes is pulling back here. Let's watch it pull back to like 120s. What else we got? SINT. Look at SINT. Yeah, SINT might be moving too. I don't know if it's on sympathy there, but
Yeah. Might be a little bit overextended for me, SINT.
right. Yeah, it's a little high. Both of these, they're not really. I like to trade off of pre-market levels, and so I like looking at pre-market highs and then looking for those levels to break and then hold for those support. But
yeah, I agree.
So yeah, ones that end up just ripping up midday, I don't like them as much. Although I do think those probably, a lot of the times, the ones that gap up midday or that start running midday, a lot of the time those will actually gap up really strong the next day too.
Right, or like end of day, yeah.
Right, and like those, if they break, if they pull a red to green move late day, a lot of the times those are really strong too.
Right, especially, and I only see that in really like penny stocks. I don't really see it in like large cap stocks. Right,
exactly. If it's large cap, it's almost always a catalyst driven reversal, but with penny stocks, they might just fight back and break highs. Looking for 150s. Here, I gotta actually fix this. I realized that's not the correct Discord link, and so if you try to join that Discord link, it's not gonna work. If you want to join my Discord, I'll post this link here, and you can check it out. Here's our Discord link right here.
Make sure to hit that like button, guys.
Yes. I also realized that I can pin messages. So if you guys want to check out Top Step, again, funded account program for futures, regulated in the US. If you prove you're profitable, the base package is a 30K. They give you a 30K demo account, and if you can make $2,000 while following their rules, they fund you that $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader. You get to keep 100% of your first withdrawal, and after that, you get to keep 80% of your profits from them. Again, they're regulated in the US, very cheap. The base package, the 30K package, is only $120 through my link, and you can check it out here. And I might pin this message too. Let me see if it lets me. Hey, I can't. That's cool.
Yeah, everybody create a fake account and hit that like button.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's actually worse if you guys do that. It's worse. Don't do it,
No, don't do that. Don't create fake accounts.
No.
Just have one account. That's all you need.
Right. Well, with YouTube, it's mostly engagement driven. So it's like, subscribers doesn't really matter. What matters is like the amount of engagement you get, and so like even with the most subscribers, like if you're pulling views, you're pulling views, and even if you're a small channel, that's the most important thing.
Right.
Yeah, don't do it now. I've been trying to find good free education online. Sometimes I feel like I've lost out because of all the time I've been missing trying to simply find free education. I mean, I would just go to YouTube.
I know, my first step is always YouTube.
Right. Most content on YouTube is what they're going to teach you in the courses anyway. If you think one of the biggest falsehoods of like guru marketing is that they have some super secret strategy that nobody knows about. Like, that's nonsense. Most of the strategies people trade, somebody else trades them too, and they're already out there in the ether,
Right.
already.
Right. It's just the fundamentals and the techniques that you really need to look at, and it's not about really getting as many strategies as you can. It's about getting the strategies that work best for you.
Right. And that's actually, very true, and a lot of the time, the only difference between people is just where they decide to enter. They might trade the same strategy. Like, we might both trade VWAP bounces, but I'm going to enter the VWAP bounce on a reclaim of the VWAP, and they might enter it on the first pullback to the VWAP. And so little nuanced differences like that are the only differences. And most of the time, the strategy, the base strategy is the same,
Yeah, and you definitely have to make sure the education you're consuming is from a reliable source.
Right. For sure.
Yours is ripping. It held at that consistent level of like $3 kind of.
Wow. It is. Look at that.
It's awesome, Rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trader or Tiny. Yeah, I know. I love me my YouTube.
Yeah, me too. Obviously, I mean, I have a YouTube channel, so I love YouTube, and I'm honestly really grateful for the platform because I think people don't understand, like, YouTube, you can actually build a business around it really quickly. Not quickly, but it's all about keyword and title selection. And if you can get good keywords, good titles, and good thumbnails, and you know what you're talking about, then you'll succeed in YouTube. I always try to tell people, if you're going to try to do a YouTube channel, just make content that people want to see. You know, it might sound simple, but, like, that's really all it is. Like, make content that people find valuable, and, like, you'll grow, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so Luke said, another problem is the abundance of contradictory information and random confirmation bias until you hone a strategy. Yeah, certainly. There's just a lot, like, realistically, there's just a lot of traders that don't actually know how to trade, you know, on YouTube. And so they what happens is, like, they see other traders, and I know there's some streamers like this too, but they don't actually know how to trade, you know, to where it's like, hey, thank you for the sub, I really appreciate that. And some of them do, it just depends. Like, some of them are just kind of copy at other traders, and some of them actually know what they're talking about. But you get a lot of nonsense on YouTube from just, you know, just a lot of nonsense. But there's a lot of value too.
100%, yeah. Let's see what Dukes. Let's see. What was I just gonna say? I don't know. Yeah, I know YouTube needs to go public. They would.
Well, they already kind of are. So YouTube has what is it? What is YouTube's? Somebody help me out. It's Alphabet.com is the parent company to YouTube.
Google.
Yeah. So Google owns Google owns YouTube. And yeah, Alphabet stock is at like $1,800. So they are, but I'm not buying it. You know, no offense. Don't hate me, YouTube. It's just too expensive for me. So yeah, somebody said, so I haven't been funded yet. I'm still working my way to. Like I said, I'll say this, YCG, they've paid out to their funded traders close to $2 million this year. Let me see exactly how much it is. Like, if you go to their site, you can see it. And so their average total monthly withdrawals in 2020 was 134,000. So they process 134K on average in withdrawals every month to their traders. You know, there's traders, you know, a decent amount of traders, and so they funded around a little bit over 3,000 accounts in 2020. And so is it easy to get funded? You know, it depends on how good of a trader you are. I think eventually everybody can get funded. It just takes time. And I think the smart move is understanding that it might take a little bit of time. Most people are going to have to reset a few times, I'm guessing. I know I have, and that's probably pretty normal regardless of how good of a trader you are. There's different strategies on getting funded. You know, there's two. There's slow and steady, which I think is probably the best. And then there's also, you can just kind of swing for it until you hit the profit target and understand that you might have to reset a few times doing so. And both of them have their pros and cons if you're going to try to get funded. But yeah, I think Top Step being in the U.S. and you know, I think they're legit.
So Han Solo said, "Have you ever paid for advertising spots?" So I don't know about you, but since I'm such a small channel, I have been doing the Google AdSense and like the display on the right on like YouTube videos. So it's helped me a lot. I don't know. It kind of, I have a conflict with like getting the views and then the quality of the views. I don't know if the quality is there. I'm using the keywords and everything in Google AdSense, but
yeah. And I mean, Google AdWords and so Google AdWords, it's a good way to get views. Now, I think the best way, if you're going to use Google AdWords, I think the best way is just to record a very enticing video ad to put on the front of videos, and just recording like a really enticing video ad telling people why they should watch your content and exactly what your content is about. That way, when you get views, it's going to be the right views that are legitimately interested in your content. And I think that is the best way to use Google AdWords. I also use Facebook advertising as well, and so I use a little bit of both. But I think that I think it can be valuable. It just depends. I think once you get big enough, you could just kind of throw money at that and use that for organic growth as it is.
Right.
You know, and I think that's the right move too. It just depends on you know, it really, like I said, I think if you're going to use Google AdWords, the best thing to do is just to use a really enticing video format. And even when I've advertised on Facebook, that has been the single best thing that has helped me. Is just like sometimes I would just like show my profit for the day, teach people the strategy, and just say, hey, if you want more free content like this, go to my YouTube, you know, and that works really well.
Right.
Big thing is you got to catch their attention at first.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't know. I have never done the skippable like in stream ads. I just do the display ads on the side.
Right.
I don't know. It's just all about experimentation too.
Right. And I think either one of them's fine. To be honest, I've never really used the old one, so I don't know how well the other ones work. I've only used the video format.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it could get expensive too, though. You know, like that'll add those feet. It adds up, almost in an oblivious way to where like I don't pay enough attention to it, and then I look at it later, and now I owe like $600. You know. Right.
I know. Yeah. Right now, I think I'm at like 100 or something. I'm like, I try to do $2 or like between $2 and $5 per video.
Right. And that's probably good. You know. That's probably enough to get you a boost enough. Like, really, with YouTube, the most important thing is... when you make YouTube videos, the most important thing is grabbing their attention in the first 10 seconds, 15 seconds, right? And so it's like, when you see me make videos, for instance, what I do is I tell people exactly why they should watch and exactly what the content is about. You know, in that way, because what YouTube does is they analyze your average watch time. And if your average watch time is nothing, then they're going to recommend your video less. But if people are sticking around and watching at least, you know, a solid amount of your video, then they're going to put it in front of more eyes organically. And so that's really what it's about too. It's just that the time watched and the percentage of the video they watch.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's all about that YouTube algorithm.
That's right.
And yeah, you can't be doing YouTube for money, especially in the beginning. Like, you have to be what's the word? Why am I totally blanking on the word?
Passionate?
Passionate. Yeah. You have to be passionate.
100%. And that, I think it's the same for everybody. Like, when I first created my channel, I just posted terrible videos, but I loved trading and I just wanted to interact with the trading community, and so I'd post videos, and then like my channel was founded in 2016, but I basically didn't post for a few years. Like, basically I only started posting regularly in like 2017, 2018. And you don't make money in the beginning, but it's kind of a time investment. So it's like you make the videos because you know eventually it's going to come back. But yeah, you certainly gotta be passionate about it in the beginning. They have since changed it to where back when I got started, even if you had no subscribers, you were still gonna make some money from AdSense, I think. But now they changed it to where you have to have a certain amount of watch time and a certain amount of subscribers as well.
Yeah, which makes sense, but it's a goal to get to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna close it down. I was gonna trade the SPY, but the market's just kind of I mean, we might have some scalps in here, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I guess I am green on the day.
Pat K said, I'm new to trading. What is a stock that guarantees profit that I can invest in right now? So I'm not gonna give you that. There's no stock that really like guarantees profit. It's all about your research and the fundamentals and the strategies that you're using.
Right. Yeah, no stocks are ever gonna guarantee you profit, really. No, I would say the closest that you're ever gonna come to that in the stock market is Warren Buffett value investing, which is basically researching numerous healthy companies and then just diversifying those companies, holding for 10 years You know, that's basically the most surefire way to make money ever. Because if you diversify enough and you do your research, you're almost guaranteed to make money. Is it going to take you 10 years? Yeah, but you're going to certainly make money, and that's how Warren Buffett got started. Although Warren Buffett got very lucky in some ways, but he also was very smart about his loyalty with different businesses, and that gave him a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. So I just made a video yesterday, and one of the kind of statistics I mentioned in the video is if you start investing at the age of 25, by the age of 65, you would have made $129,000 in saving and investing, right?
Right.
And that's $100 per month. If you wait 10 years and wait until you're 35 to start investing that $100 per month, you're going to have $89,000. So just by waiting 10 years, you have about like $40,000 in a gap of profit that you could be making. So the better you start investing, the better it is, and you have to invest in healthy companies and invest smart too.
Right, and that's exactly right. Yeah, I'll post her link. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, guys. But I'll post her link really quick if y'all want to check out her channel. She's got a lot of good content on that type of stuff, and so I'll post it here. Like I said, guys, if y'all want to check out, if you're overseas and you're not in the U.S., you can also check out like TradeNet and Tefts. They have funded account programs. Here's her link. Y'all go sub to her real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, if you're overseas, you can check out TradeNet and Tefts. They're educational packages, but almost everybody that buys them is going to be approved for the funded account program, which gives you $14,000 to trade with, no PDT rule, day trading, shorting ability, and a 70-30 profit split. Probably the best funded account program. I have gotten a withdrawal from them, and so I can verify that they're legit. And there's and here's the link for that if you want to check it out. Like I said, go check out Top Step as always. You can see it's pinned to the top of the chat. And yeah, y'all. Here, wait, let me find this link. Here it is. And yeah, good luck in the markets, guys. Remember to take it slow. No trading for me aside from my first few trades, but a very green day. There's the Tefts link if you want it. And yeah, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you, guys.